right. Shalom. All right. Shalom, man. We back on. Let's go, man. All right. Hot time. We gotta sleep, man. You know. Hey, due to the curses, listen, man. We still gonna push forward, man. There's no holding back. We don't got time to be holding back our tongue, man. You know, right now it's time to push forward, man. It's time right now. The time is now to push forward, to push for the elect. You know, the elected angels, man. All right, this is what it is, man. You know, we look forward to this time, man. This time coming, man. You know, like I said, we're not into this world, man. The worshiping of idols and all this stuff. Nah, man. We're only here for the elect, to gather the elect of Israel, man. You know, those are the chosen few, man. You know, because it ain't for everybody, man. All right. The scripture talks about the 144,000, man. All right. So this is what's coming, man. This is the book of Ezekiel 1:16. So there's a lot of work to be done, man. You know. This is the book of Ezekiel, known as Yakazak Allah, which is the 26th book of the Old Testament, chapter 1, verse 16. And it reads, the appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of beryl. And they four had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. Right? These angels, they have, you know, certain powers, man. You know, to move around a certain way, man. You know, in them chariots, man. This is what the Lord is coming back with. He's coming back with the chariots. You know? The chariots, man. The chariots is coming, man. The chariots of Yahweh Shah, man. The chariots of Yasha Allah. Alright? That's what's coming, man. That's what's coming to this place, man. Right? It's the chariots, man. Right now, we're in the midst of war, man. That's why anytime you see, right now it's looking foggy because we're in the midst of war, man. You know? Yeah, we understand famine and destruction is coming, but mainly war. Right? A time of war. It's not going to be a time of peace. It's going to be a time of war out here, man. The love of many is going to wax cold. So, you know, what we're looking forward to is the destruction of Babylon the Great, man. You Idumean, you Egyptians and Edomites, you're going to be destroyed by the Lord. You know, you Idumeans, you Egyptians, you know, you Ashkenazi, Khazarians, and all other nations, you Amalekites, and man, all of y'all, man, y'all going to be gathered into the valley of Jehoshaphat to be destroyed. You know, the Yahweh plot, man, the Most High's judgment. You're going to be, you know, and hey, you know, we're gonna be the witnesses of it, man. Of these people being destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, man. By thermonuclear fire, man. By ICBM missiles, man. You know, the warheads is gonna hit this place, man. Right? In the time of World War III, man, people are gonna be panicking out here, bro. But yeah, this is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 7. To the point where you just gotta be tired of being the freaking tail, man. You know, and you gotta overcome, man. You gotta be able to overcome. You know, we're tired of this damn place, man. You know, we're tired of these people receiving of our blood. Shit, no. This is the book, the book of Baruch. Chapter 4, verse 7, and it reads, it reads, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to God. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you in. Alright, come on, man. It's a hard time to wake out of sleep, man. As you can see, these people have grieved us, man. Alright? So that's what it is. Alright? But yeah, man, let me see, man. Let me see the scripture again, man. Yeah, provoked him that made you by sacrificing as the devils. That's the point. Yeah, you Jakes, man. When the hell are you gonna rise up, man, and wake up, man? Like I said, it comes to a point where you gotta be tired of being the tail, man, and you gotta overcome. All right, we're here to, we're here to overcome. We're here to, we're not here to, tarry much longer. We're here to prevail. We're here to, all right, we're here to wait on the Lord. Scripture says to wait on the Lord. Scripture tells us this, man, to wait on the Lord. Trust me, when I'm out here with my 12 tribes chart, that poses a huge threat to these people, man. That has these people in great fear to where, they gotta come up against you to where they're like, yeah, man, we gotta do something about this, But hey, that's why the Lord, he's got us in that secret place. He's got us in the, like I said, down to the chambers, man. But that's the point, We're gonna enter into the chariots real soon, man. It's about to be spectacular out here, man. All right, Jake. So you gotta believe, man. You gotta keep believing, man, because it's about to be spectacular out here, man. So that's what's coming, man. Salaki, man. Freaking drop the book, but that's what you have happening, man. A lot of these nations, man, that's all they can do. But yeah, this is Proverbs 24 and 16, man. That's all these nations can do is pursue us, man. But yeah, Proverbs 24 and 16, it reads, for a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again. Meaning, he might, get rebuked in this truth. But a righteous man, the only way you really truly consider righteous is if you have this truth. Alright? But what? He falleth 7 times, meaning he might get rebuked. But what? He get it back up. So, right, and we don't do according to what this world does. It says, rejoice not when thine enemy falleth, and let not thine heart be glad when he stumbleth, lest the Lord see it and then displeaseth him, and he turn away his wrath from him. Fret not thyself because of evil men, neither be thou envious at the wicked. So when these people, they walk past by us, man, we ought not to be envious, all right, at the wicked, because, hey, they're going to continue on in their wickedness, man. For us to have this truth, hey, our mind is on the scriptures, man. So there's no reason to be envious when the truth is better than everything else, man. The truth is better than all. All right. It say, for there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. My son, fear out the Lord, Yahweh, and the King, and meddle not with them that are given to change. Exactly, man. Yeah, man, meddle not with them that are given to change, man. Yeah, because that's these people, man. Their whole goal and freaking mission is to cut us off, man. But to hell with that, man. All right. Nations are gonna get judged by the Lord, man. Scripture even talk about how the Lord is the judge of all. Nations before him as nothing, man. Yeah, let's talk about the nations of the heathen. Let's talk about these heathen nations. Book of Psalm 33 and 10. It reads, the Lord Yahweh bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the device of the people of none effect. Yo, this is an oldie right here. It's a classic. That's right, man. Of none effect. So it's like, yo, these people's device is never gonna accomplish. Their will is gonna be set at naught. Right? That's what's gonna happen. Kind of say, and we're dancing to the tune of this song, this music being sung in our ears. Scripture talks about that, sing a new song to the Lord. They say, the Lord Yahweh looketh from heaven, he beholdeth all the sons of men. From the place of his habitation, he looketh upon all the inhabitants of the earth. That's right, he's looking at all the inhabitants of the earth, man. All these peoples, man. So like I said, man, all these people that pass by us, they're already marked. Hey, well, marked for death. All right. Shit down, man. We're not nice guys over here, man. We will hold down the fort, like they say so, right? Listen, we will proclaim this truth, man. We will, defend our word. Yeah, we will defend our people, man, and we will, push out this word, man. All right. We don't have fear of devils, man. All right, we don't have fear of devils, man. We will rule the nations with a rod of iron. That's the will of the Lord. He's gonna make that happen. For us to rule the nations with a rod of iron. We're gonna rule the nations with a rod of iron, man. All right. So, Jakes, man, I don't know what you're fearing and stuff, but you gotta get this truth while you can, man. Get this truth while you can, because there's not gonna be much time left. Get this truth while you can. This truth, man, is going out to the ends of the earth, man. Right? So you gotta get it while you can. A lot of these fakes, man, have these bad habits, man. It's like, it's no time for that, man. It's only time for the truth, man. Get down for the truth, man. Right? This truth be the only thing that's in your mind, man. That's on your mind. Alright? Should be the only thing that's in your mind right about now, man. Alright? Man, bro. These jakes, man. seem to understand. They don't seem to understand the will of the Lord, man, at times, man. You try to inform them. Like I said, with these lessons, man, we're here to inform, Salaki, we're here to enlighten, to inform, and edify, man. Hey, because there's truth, man. Like I said, man. There's truth, like I said, man. Listen, man, this holy Bible, this book that we read out of, man. It's our nationality, it's our heritage, it's who we are, man. We're God's chosen people according to the Bible, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans come from the seed line of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. All right, Native American, man. Which would be the tribe of Gad, right? The tribe of Gad. Mighty men, Lord willing. Alright? That's what's coming, man, to this place, man. Alright? That's what's coming, man. Tribe of tribe of Judah, tribe of Simeon. The Lord is raising us up, man. He's gonna exalt us, man. He's gonna raise us up with that power, man. He's gonna raise us up, man. And that's what's gonna happen, man. Alright? The Lord is gonna raise us up. He's gonna lift up a standard, man. And this is what's gonna happen, man. They're already showing you in these movies, man. They got a movie called Blue Marvel, with Denzel Washington. Where do you think that comes from? These heathens, man, they're gonna be the ones to actually serve us, man. They're gonna be the ones to look at us for the good, for the better. They're gonna want to serve Jake in the kingdom, man. They're gonna be, that's what's gonna happen, man. We're no longer gonna be cursed as a people, man, which we've never been. We're gonna be blessed forever, man. We're never gonna be subject to payment, man. We're gonna, we're gonna see some benefits, man. These heathens are gonna be the ones sending us gifts. They're gonna be the ones, doing this stuff, man. They're gonna be the ones, making all this good stuff for us, man. Giving us the riches, man. They're gonna be passing down all this stuff to us, man. So we can't wait for that time, man. All right. But our trust is in the Lord, so we ought to hearken unto the word of the Lord and push out this truth. This is the main thing. This is the main course of life, man. Condition of the battle. I love it. So, man, with that, I'm gonna pretty much end it there, man. All right. Come on, I'm gonna end it there, man. This being part 2, right? So, yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Come on, say, Koholoyam La, Allah Hayana wa Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Wahara Kokadash. Hey, double honor to the apostle elders of GMS, going great low songs, salute shalom to Akim out there, that's of the hopeful elect. That's of the elect. And with that, we're gonna pun Yahweh down, face the east. Say Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh. Hey, the water Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah, forgive me the truth, and forgive me the inspiration and motivation to come out here to teach and preach this word about the mind while I'm off. It's sincere and truth. Alright, so with that, man, I'm gonna end it there, man. Alright? With that, yo Akim out there, man. Keep pushing the word, man. We almost home. Alright, with that, shalom, man. Shalom to the elect. Yahba Shem Shah Barakadam to the elect.